Yep, kiddies, it's your hostess in the haunt of fear, the old witch, stirring her cauldron again, ready to serve you another horror helping. The reeking recipe I've cooked up this time was first dished out by a very dear fiend of mine, America's foremost fantasy writer, Ray Bradbury. So tuck your drool cups under your chins and I'll feed you my adaptation of Mr. Bradbury's There Was an Old Woman. The tall, dark young man stood quietly, not moving. Aunt Tildy shook her head, fussing with her knitting. No, there's no use arguing. I got my mind fixed. You run along with your silly wicker basket. Land, where'd you ever get notions like that? You just get out of here and don't bother me. The tall, dark man sat down. He just sat there, staring. The bone porcelain flowered clock on the mantel chimed 3. Out in the hall, grouped around the wicker basket, 4 men waited, quietly, hardly moving, as if they weren't there. Now, about that wicker basket. It's past 6 feet long, and by the look of it, it ain't laundry. And those 4 men you walked in with, you don't need them to carry the basket. Why, it's light as thistles, eh? The dark young man watched Aunt Tildy. Something in his face suggested that the basket wouldn't be so light after a while. There'd be something in it. Now, where have I seen a wicker like that before? Seems to me... Oh, now I remember. It was when Mrs. Dwyer passed away next door. Aunt Tildy set her knitting down sternly. So that's what you're here for. I thought you were working to sell me something. Well, you just sit till Emily comes home. She'll take care of you. She'll shoo you out of the parlor so quick it'll make your... The dark man looked at Aunt Tildy as if she were tired. No, I'm not. I'm not tired. Great sons of Goshen on the Gilbury Pike. I got 100 comforters, 200 sweaters, and 600 potholders in these fingers, no matter how skinny they are. You run and come back when they're done, and maybe I'll talk to you. There was a noise. The mantel clock sounded 3. Strange, it seemed to her that it had chimed 3 once before. Are you just going to sit there, young man? He was. Then you won't mind if I take a nap. Just a cat nap. Now you don't get up off that chair. You sit there. You sit there and don't come creeping around me. Just going to close my eyes for a wee spell. So feathery, so drowsy, so deep underwater. Almost. Oh, so nice. Who's that moving around in the dark with my eyes closed? Who's that kissing my cheek? You, Emily? No? Guess it was my thoughts, only dreaming, drifting off. The clock chimed 3 again, and Tildy sat up. The young man in the dark suit stood near the door. You leaving so soon, young man? Good thing. Emily's coming home, and she'd fix you. Had to give up, didn't you? Couldn't convince me, could you? Well, young man, you needn't bother coming back to try again. The dark young man bowed with slight dignity. He had no intention of coming back, ever. Fine. Why, you couldn't get me out of this house. No siree. Why, I'm gonna knit in this window the next 1,000 years. They'll have to chew the boards around me to... Quit looking like the cat that ate the bird. Get out and tote that fool wicker box with you. The 4 men treaded heavily out the front door. Tildy studied the way they handled the wicker. It wasn't heavy, yet they staggered with its weight. She glanced about concernedly. Here now, did you steal some of my antiques? My books? No. The clocks? No. What you got in that wicker? The dark man offered the lid of the wicker to Aunt Tildy. In pantomime, he wondered if she'd like to open it and gaze inside.
Curious? Me? Pshaw, no. Get out. Get out of here. Goodbye.
The door slammed. That was better. Darned fool men with their maggoty ideas.
Ah, here comes Emily. About time. But land, she looks pale and funny today, walking so slow.
Emily shuffled into the parlor, head down.
Emily, I've been waiting for you. There was the darndest fool men just here with a wicker. Glad you're home. Emily, Emily, stop screaming!
A white-smocked man, evidently a mortician, glanced up from the recently arrived wicker as Aunt Tildy stormed into the mortuary.
Madam, this is no fit place for a gentlewoman.
Well, glad you feel that way. Them's my sentiments exactly. I don't want me here, I want me home. I got Emily to feed, sweaters to knit, clocks to wind.
The mortician looked at her, then at the wicker. He mouthed the words with apparent relish, and a winnowing of his knives, tubes, jars, and instruments.
Madam, I have work to do. A body has arrived.
You lay so much as a cuticle on that body and I'll thrash you.
The mortician opened the wicker lid casually. Then, in a recurrent series of scrutinies, he realized that the body inside was, it seemed, could it be?
This lady here, she is a relative?
No, you fool! Me! Do you hear? Me! I want my body back!
The mortician considered the idea. He shook his head.
No, things like this don't happen. George, show her out. Get help from the others. I can't work with a crank present.
The four men assembled and converged. Aunt Tildy was a lace fortress, arms crossed in defiance.
Won't budge!
She repeated this as she was evicted in consecutive moves, like a pawn on a chessboard, from the laboratory. Finally, she sat down on a chair in the vestibule of the funeral parlor. There were pews going back into gray silence, and a flower smell.
You can't sit there, ma'am. That's where the body rests for the services tomorrow.
I'm sitting here till I get what I want.
Mr. Carrington, mortuary president, heard the disturbance and came toddling down the aisle to investigate.
Here, here. More respect. Oh, madam, may I help you?
Go in that back room there and tell that eager investigator to quit fooling with my body.
Mr. Carrington hurried off. After 15 minutes of comparing notes with the mortician behind closed doors, he returned, 3 shades whiter.
That is most irregular. Most irregular.
Look here, Mr. Blood and Bones, you tell that.
But he's already pumping the blood from the body.
What?
Yes. So you just go away now. There's nothing to be done. The blood's running and soon the body will be all filled with nice, fresh formaldehyde. And besides, he's also performing a brief autopsy.
Cutting me, is he?
Yes, to determine cause of death. You know, he has...
March straight in and tell that cut-em-up to pump all that fine New England blood right back into that fine-skinned body. And if he's taking anything out, for him to attach it back in so it'll function proper. You hear?
There's nothing I can do. Nothing.
All right. I'm sitting here the next 200 years. You hear? And anytime anyone comes near me, I'll spit ectoplasm right squirt up their left nostril.
You wouldn't do that. You'll dislocate our business. You wouldn't.
Oh, wouldn't I?
All right. You can have your body back.
Ha!
Aunt Tildy shouted in triumph, then, with caution.
Intact? No formaldehyde?
Intact, no formaldehyde.
Blood back in it?
Blood, my God, yes, blood, if you'll only take it and go.
Fair enough, fixer up, it's a deal.
I'll tell the mortician.
Auntie Tildy didn't look at the body much. Her only comment was,
Natural looking. Easy, easy. Put the wicker basket down to the floor where I can step in it.
Then she let herself fall back into the wicker, a biting sensation of Arctic coldness, a great unlikely nausea, and a giddy whirling like two drops of matter fusing together. Water trying to seep into concrete. The mortuary people watched Aunt Tildy's wriggles, trying to assist with boosting and grunting moves of their arms and hands, seeping into cold granite, seeping into a frozen statue, squeezing all the way.
Come alive, darn you. Raise up a bit.
The body half rose, rustling in the dry wicker.
See, feel.
Light entered the webbed blind eyes. The body felt the room warmth.
Move. Walk.
The body took a creakingly unsteady step. The body walked.
Now, speak. Much obliged. Thank you. Now, cry.
And Aunt Tildy began to cry tears of utter happiness. And now, any afternoon about 4, if you want to visit Aunt Tildy, you just walk around and knock on her door. There's a big black funeral wreath on it, but don't mind that. Aunt Tildy left it there. She has a sense of humor. Just rap on the door and she'll say,
Is it the man in black?
No, it's only me, Aunt Tildy. She'll unlock the double-barred, triple-locked door and she'll laugh and say,
Come in, quickly.
And she'll whip the door open and slam it shut behind you so no man in black can ever slip in with you. Then she'll escort you in and maybe pour you some tea. And maybe, if you're specially good, she'll give you a treat. She'll unfasten the white lace at her neck and chest and, for a brief moment, show what lies beneath the long blue autopsy scar.
Not bad sewing, for a man. Yuck, fiends. That's Aunt Tildy's story, the way Ray Bradbury told it to me. I hope you liked my little serving of shivers for this issue of CK's Mag. We'll all see you next in the Vault Keepers, the Vault of Horror. Bye now.